Everyone, welcome to the show. I have bad news to share from what happened over the weekend. More bad news. A man has tragically passed away because of the actions of another one of Donald Trump's unhinged, anti free speech lunatics. And then other people were terrorized. Other people were harassed by Donald Trump's MAGA nutters at the No Kings protest. So it was great to see the millions and millions of people who came out. And I'm sure you guys have all seen my video of the compilation of, the protests around the country and in other countries supporting us here in the US. But yeah, I mean, it ended tragically. And all because they just believe in free speech, right? They so believe in the First Amendment. And then I have details to share with you at videos. Before I get into all of this, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button below this video if you appreciate this content. Really, really helps the show, and I greatly appreciate it. So here's all what happened. As you guys know, there were No Kings protests. They were on Saturday throughout the US and other countries, as I mentioned. And despite this being the largest protest in US history, that is just a fact, that's what we now know, the only violence that was perpetrated was by the police and by Donald Trump's terrorists. It is estimated, and this may be a low estimate, but it was estimated that some 4 to 6 million Americans participated in these protests. And once again, it is only the unhinged MAGA crowd committing violence. And I have numerous videos to share that absolutely prove this. So first is before I get into the videos, the horrific story out of Utah. A 39-year-old man named Arthur Folasa Alu, he was shot. Sadly, Alu succumbed to his injuries. He later died in the hospital. And this whole thing unfolded when security guards saw 24-year-old Arturo Gamboa. He was walking away from the crowd. So he was with the protesters, then he separated from them. He moved behind a wall, they said, and then he pulled out a rifle, and the security guards saw him kind of messing with it, getting it ready. So they confront him. And that's when Gamboa, they said, raised his weapon, and then he started running towards the protesters. So he was about to start shooting. So at that point, the guards opened fire on him. They shot 3 rounds. One struck him. One of the bullets did get Gamboa, which was not life-threatening. It was a minor injury, according to what I've read. But one of the other bullets tragically struck Alu. And this was all going down, while people were protesting. Well, people realized what was happening. They heard the gunfire. They some fell to the ground. People started running. Someone else in the crowd grabbed Gamboa's backpack, and it contained an AR-15 style rifle and a gas mask. So Gamboa is locked up. He is being held without bail. And this isn't the only man who attempted to harm protesters. So check this out. This is a man in Virginia. He drove into, or I'm not going to show you him driving into people, but this is the news report talking about him driving into the crowd. So let me bring this up for you guys.
A 21-year-old man allegedly drove through a crowd of protesters earlier today in Culpeper. Officers say a protest near James Madison Highway was wrapping up, and as people were leaving that area, an SUV drove through a crowd of pedestrians. Officers say the driver, this man, Joseph Cheklik Jr., intentionally accelerated when driving into the crowd, hitting at least one person. Right now, he's charged with reckless driving.
Yeah. So there you go. Another loon. Don't know why they're so afraid of people disagreeing with them. A local Channel 6 news outlet in Virginia reported that apparently this happened in a parking lot. So protesters were leaving. The whole thing was kind of shutting down. The protest was dissolving. People were walking across the parking lot. And that's when Cheklik purposely accelerated, allegedly, and he drove into the crowd. So there's no word on the status of the person that he hit. And although Cheklik's only been charged with reckless driving at this point, the police said we're still investigating. New charges could be added, which they better be. I mean, if this is true, right? This is an allegation at this point, but if this is true, this was attempted murder. There was also an incident that took place in Michigan. So I'm going to show you the video of that real quick.
Family-friendly event. You're not down here for no family-friendly event. You're obviously down here with some bullshit. No, back up. Hey. Hold what you do. Hey, everybody pull back.
Yeah, they came in here.
Doesn't matter. We're wearing all black. It doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. It don't matter. Go back home. Stop. Go back home.
Don't these guys crack you up? Their little matching vests, their little matching outfits. Anyway, I'll play the rest of it. Check out this guy.
Go home! Nazis, go home! Nazis, go home!
So there you go, guys. I mean, as you saw, the one guy, oh, Nazis, like they're shocked at being called Nazis. I mean, you're aligned with Donald Trump. You're on his side. You're here to presumably say, no, we want a king. We want a dictator. We want a fascist. We need a daddy to take care of us. We're not free thinkers. Obviously, that's why they're all wearing their little matching outfits, their little vests, because they can't think for themselves. They're not individuals. They're afraid to be individuals. So they want someone to tell them what to do, how to do it, how to live their lives. I mean, they obviously enjoy it. So anyway, so those were, if you don't know, those were the Detroit Highwaymen. And evidently, there was a violent altercation before this video picked up. One of the highwaymen supposedly broke the nose of one of the No Kings protesters, I should say. As you saw, there was the one guy kind of pulling his mask up over his face at the beginning. According to news reports, police were in the area. They found out what was going on. They came and they broke everything up, and neither side was willing to say what went down. So I guess no one was arrested. Everybody agreed to just walk it off. So anyway, this next Trump disruptor showed up in Idaho. Friend of the show, Pam Hemphill, she recorded this incident. So I'm going to share this one with you guys.
Okay, keep moving. It's a roadway. If you're going to travel,
You can't stand in the roadway.
you're blocking an intersection right
Don't
now,
stop
okay?
if you're standing in a roadway.
You're blocking an intersection.
Hey, I thought you
They
liked
have a
cops.
permit.
Listen to them.
They have a permit. They're on that side of the barricade. You're
And
on
I'm
the
on
roadway.
this side of the
Here's the thing, man.
He crossed the barricades to try to run me over.
All right? You're going to make us write a ticket. I don't want to write
Yes.
a ticket. Just
I
go.
just tried to tell these people I disagree with them.
Then you told them, now go.
By the way, where's the mayor? How come she ain't here?
That's a conversation for another day, man. Just go.
Well,
You've told them, now go.
what? Why do
You're
I?
blocking
What
an
is my
intersection.
problem talking to these
You
people?
are blocking an intersection.
Hey, man, just comply, right? It's easier that way.
Just comply, right?
Right off.
It's easy, right?
Right off. Go.
Yeah!
So, yeah. I love how they taunt him with, just comply, back the blue. I mean, yeah, isn't that what they always tell people of color? Just comply and you won't get in trouble. But yeah, as you heard there, that woman said at least that he tried to hit her. The woman with the bullhorn said he tried to run her over. So these people are just violent, just absolutely violent. And here's the thing: if they were out protesting, how many people would care? Like, go protest. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Go use your freedom of speech. Say whatever the hell you want. I'm not going to come out and counter protest against you. I don't care enough. Like, why do these people feel the need to show up to stir the pot? And Pam Hemphill, again, who recorded that, she mentioned in her post that this guy was drunk. And I don't know if you heard at the beginning of that, people saying, oh, driving and drinking and driving, blah, blah, blah. And he did sound like he was maybe a little tipsy. So if that's true, I don't understand why the police just allowed him to take off. But anyway, there was also this idiot that I'm going to share with you in his truck. Let me bring this one up for you guys. So again, what's the point? Why? Why did this guy feel the need to do this? And for people listening on the podcast, the truck accelerated and you see black smoke spraying out from underneath the side of the truck. I mean, this was very purposely done because it comes out on the side of the road where the protesters are standing and it shoots at them. They're all lining the street. These people are just spoiled, immature brats. That is the only explanation. They seriously cannot handle any dissent whatsoever. And yet, we're the snowflakes, right? There was another incident that also proves this point, which is this. The Texas state capitol and the Capitol grounds had to be evacuated after authorities received a quote unquote credible threat against state lawmakers who were planning to attend the No Kings protest later that day. So, we're going to threaten everybody at the Capitol again. I mean, the Texas Capitol this time, but threaten everyone at the Capitol because people want to go attend a protest. If they were so secure in their message, if they really thought that Donald Trump had overwhelming support and this overwhelming mandate that they claim, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't be in my comment section. They wouldn't be showing up at protests. They would just be secure, right? And then check this out. Some proud bigots showed up at a couple of the protests. So their former chairman, Enrique Tarrio, he made an appearance in Florida, and then some of his minions showed up at a protest in Georgia and received a really warm welcome. So let me bring this up for you guys. This was pretty funny. So I find it interesting that they're still wearing their same shirts. Although, did you notice? I didn't see where it said Proud Boys anywhere, but it still had the insignia and the trim with the gold, which they lost the right to use that name, to use the Proud Boys name, if you recall, to a church in D.C. because they vandalized their property, pulled down a BLM flag and set it on fire. And this church won in a lawsuit against them and took their name. So hopefully, I don't know if that gave the church the rights to the insignia, to their icon, essentially, or their logo, I should say. If so, I hope that they get sued for still wearing it. But anyway, these people, I mean, what is the point of that? And I guess later they were trying to make a speech, and then there was like a band there or something. I heard that they were drowned out by the tuba or something like that. So yeah, people were not excited to see them, as we would expect with this crowd. And everyone was on high alert with these clowns because on Friday, the Wall Street Journal reported that there are Telegram channels that are associated with the Proud Boys. This is the Telegram channels that are they are encrypted apps. For those who don't know, it's an encrypted app where people can communicate and post messages and post memes and stuff. So apparently it was filled, or a bunch of them were filled with memes and with comments about harming the protesters. So some of the comments were things like, shoot a couple and the rest will go home. Someone else said, you just have to impale a few of them. Another person wrote, in all caps, by the way, hang the traitors, expel the invaders. And the Journal wrote, quote, these accounts are also sharing detailed locations of the No Kings protests and sharing identifying information about the organizers, including names, images, and where they work. In addition, days prior, social media videos verified by the Wall Street Journal show leaders of Chicago and Los Angeles far-right groups attended anti-ICE protests in those cities. So they're not just showing up for the No Kings protests, they're also showing up for the anti-ICE protests in these blue areas. And the police also got in on this violence against the protesters at the No Kings protests. MSNBC had, I think it was Jacob Soboroff at one of the events. It was, I believe this was the LA event. And this is what happened. So I'm going to share this video with you guys as well, so you can see, like, it's just so unnecessary.
This looks very intimidating. This has remained 100% peaceful as far as I have seen. People are out here with their signs. Here, may I show your sign, ma'am? Can I? Your sign says
nothing's going down.
Whoa, let's go.
Peaceful protest. We're not doing nothing wrong.
Whoa.
We have the freedom of speech.
Go. You want to be careful, okay? You take care of yourself. So you can see, whoa, they're messing with the horses. Guys, let's go. Let's back up here. Obviously, people are unhappy, Ari. People don't want to see horses trampling. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Hey, Ari.
And I wanted to stop because, as you guys know, I shared a video last week of them using the horses to purposely trample people. There's one woman that I shared a video with you guys of. She was in the hospital and had injuries to her brain. Her brain was swollen and she had bruises all over her body, like massive bruises, because they used the horses, according to her, to purposely trample her. And then I shared another video of a guy who was down on the ground and an officer was trying to get his horse to walk over him. So this is what they're doing. I mean, you see here, nobody's doing anything. Nobody is hurting them. Everybody was just minding their own business, and all of a sudden they start pushing them forward. So here's what ended up happening.
Hey, Ari, we're okay. We're going to keep going. Stay with us if you can. JB, want to move a little faster back. They're pushing people with horses, which obviously gets people freaked.
Jacob, you're
and
on
again,
camera,
I haven't
but
seen
do what you need to do.
Ari.
You're on camera, but take your time and space.
Whoa. Let's go. Oh, shit. Let's go. Whoa.
So they just start shooting pepper balls at everybody. I mean, you saw everybody was moving. People were complying. They were doing what they told them to do, moving away, and they start shooting pepper balls at them. Where was this on January 6th? And I have no idea what precipitated this next clash with the police, but as you guys are going to see, an elderly man is shoved to the ground by the LAPD, by an officer. And this is after he is hit with this huge wooden baton. I mean, it looks more like a bat. So check this one out. I mean, this is just infuriating. Just so unnecessary. I mean, yeah, he was yelling at the cop, but it's like, really? Luckily that man, as you saw, he landed on other people. Otherwise, he would have ended up with broken bones. I mean, he was not a big man. He looks very thin, older, and these cops just have no control over their emotions. If you cannot control your emotions, you do not deserve to be a police officer. You should not be a police officer. If you can't handle someone yelling at you, someone even getting in your face and expressing themselves, you need to go get another job. It's part of the job. It's what comes with it. Because in any interaction, not any interaction, but in a lot of interactions with the police, people are in heightened states. People are upset. And clearly people are angry about what is going down in Los Angeles and the way that they're treating immigrants, the way that they're treating protesters. I showed you all of the vile, egregious things that the police are doing to these protesters for no reason at many times. Shooting, a young girl with a rubber bullet from like 5-10 feet away simply because she's trying to get home and trying to pass their police line because that's the direction she needs to go to get to her apartment. So anyway, guys, like I said, the only violence was perpetrated by the police and by MAGA. Tells you everything you need to know. All right. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.